The Department of Politics was established in 1965 by the first Professor of Politics, Sir Bernard Crick. Now, Sir Bernard is important not just because he created the department, but in many ways he set in train an approach to the study of politics that continues today. That is an approach to the study of politics that believes in knowledge, not just for academic knowledge, but also for social value, for impact, for relevance, to learn not just for yourself, but to take it beyond the seminar room and the lecture theatre. Sir Bernard Crick was a professor of political theory and institutions, and that was really important because he tried to look at politics in theory and politics in practice. One of his most famous books was The Reform of Parliament, very much focused on institutions like the one we're in today. But what was really important was it didn't just analyse, it didn't just tell people how things worked. It offered a very clear, robust reform agenda based on evidence and detailed social science. It led to the introduction of the Select Committee system in the House of Commons, a structure that continues today, and still the Crick legacy lives beyond the lecture theatre and beyond the institutions.
I was an undergraduate here at the University of Sheffield back in the early 2000s, and then I spent 10 years working for MPs and in the House of Parliament. Last year I got an opportunity to come back to the university and join the Crick Centre, where I get to use the skills I developed in my professional life and engage with policymakers while also undertaking world-leading academic research. It's great for the department to have these strong links with Parliament and with policymakers, and students have a real connection to what we do. So students on our Parliamentary Studies module that's taught by practitioners within the Crick Centre have weekly seminars with people from Parliament and Whitehall, and they learn about what actually happens in the Palace of Westminster.
One of the interesting things about Sir Bernard Crick was that he had a very broad range of research interests. Central within them was the relationship, not just between parliaments and political parties or MPs, not the reform of the House of Commons, but the role of art and literature, theatre, poetry, dance for people's lives, and how people often expressed themselves and understood the political world through these artistic forms. That's exactly why the Crick Centre has such a vibrant strand looking at politics, art and expression all around the world. Once again, it's all about thinking differently, creatively, more broadly and interdisciplinary about how and why we study politics. Sir Bernard Crick's most famous book was probably In Defence of Politics, read by undergraduates around the world for decades, published 5 decades ago and still in print today. It's an incredibly powerful book. He called it just an essay. Why does it matter today? It matters because it tries to explain why politics works and why politics sometimes doesn't work. It takes the highest quality research and scholarship, but packages it, translates it in a way that is open to a mass audience and almost draws you in to thinking politically. That thinking politically is really what we hold on to in the Crick Centre and in the Department of Politics more broadly. It's that thinking critically and, more importantly, being willing to challenge both within and beyond academe that makes the Crick Centre such an important and dynamic place to undertake research.